Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Snuff's Random Stuff. I'm Snuff, and I do apologize for the delay. I had a very busy week, so hopefully I'll get this out as soon as I can, but thank you all for being patient with me. As you can probably tell, I have a little bit more level of brightness, because actually my wife actually was nice enough and bought me a nice, cool little lamp. So, and it could do all kinds of neat little things. Like I said, I just got a regular light. You know, you can do a little strobe light. So it's pretty handy. And I do thank her for buying this for me. So this helps out. I think it helps out a little bit. I do apologize for the glare on my glasses, but hey, what can I do? But anyways, today, basically I'm going to talk about, a while back, I took our, well, not really me, it was my wife and I and my sister-in-law took our niece and our son up to, Legoland. And, and it was very, very fun. We went to the Lego store and bought a few things, and I know we had bought him a couple Lego sets, and I also bought myself a Lego set that I put together, which, get it out of the case here real quick so you can see it a little better. Maybe. There we go. All right. Ta-da! It is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So, and also, as you see, this took me a really while to build. I think it's kind of neat. As you see, the doors open, they don't stay open. But if you look closely, I got the flux capacitor lights up. And it's also got a little Mr. Fusion. And also, you get a little lever here where the wheels will flatten out. So, as you can see, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, neat. And also came with Doc and Marty. So so I bought that. I put it together. Took me pretty much half of a week to put that together myself. And also, I have a little video here real quick about another Lego set that we bought. Had it shipped to the house, and me and the wife put together. So I will show you that clip right now. Okay, this here's the Lego Home Alone Lego set. As you can see, this thing is actually pretty big. So, sit like an empty plastic bottle right next to it. And you can see how you basically see the size of it in comparison. Alright, and this is alright, so this is actually a set that me and my wife have put together to get on it. And it took, we got it on a Thursday, and it was not completed until a Saturday. So it took practically 2.5 days to complete this whole thing. Which, as you can see, you got little figures here. You got a Mrs. McAllister. There's, as you see here, you got Kevin McAllister with his big old tall bowl of ice cream. So move him out of the way for now. Oop. Got that stuck in there. Oh well, I'll get it later. Alright, so if you look, actually everything pulls up, and yeah, this is my, our son put old man Marley in there. So as you see, you got the attic with the hide-a-bed, and if you look down here, there's like a little gumball machine. You got a little spider web and a desk with the battle plans on it. And you got, oh, falling apart on me here. Put it back on there. There we go. As you see, it opens up. So you got Buzz's room in there. So you got the bathroom. So here's a sled. And let's put these along. I'll try to open up the. This problem is. I'm trying to open it up without everything falling apart. There, give me a minute. There we go. Seeing you got the kitchen, or the dining room here. And so you got living room here, which also, if you look, so you can turn, there's a little thing here to turn, and it'll rotate the train. And so you got that. So here's the back of it. Here's got the tree house, and move this over here. And so here you got the Wet Bandits van. You also got, if you look in there, you got Harry and Marv. Which, oop, whole thing's falling apart. But anyways, as you see, that's the Home Alone house. So it was pretty fun for me and the wife to put together. And like I said, it took a long time for us to do. So you can imagine how long that would have taken if I would have done it on my own. So there's that. Yeah, well, as you can see, that was the Home Alone Lego set, which, like I said, that took me and my wife a while to build. Anyways, like I said, I like random things, and, I figured, I would do episode where I would just show you a quick look at those Legos. I remember, it's amazing to me how much Legos have really, really come along since I was a child. I remember you just have simple sets where all we did was the wheels would turn. I mean, it didn't have anything neat like stuff will open, like you got switches and all that other stuff. And I was actually informed that it is actually available to buy the Optimus Prime Transformer Lego, which, looking into it, the part actually does transform it like the old Transformers. So I think that's going to be kind of pretty cool to get if I decide to get it. Yeah, I really don't have a whole lot to bring up today. So, I mean, this will be just a little short video. I mean, hopefully the next one will be a lot longer. Because I'm actually planning on doing another top 10 favorite list. And I think, maybe this time instead of doing like a video game theme, I'm thinking about possibly doing music, which I'm trying to think who would be the best one to do that. And actually, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and try to do the top 10 on it right now. Just so I can have a little bit of little longer video so you guys can enjoy. I'm gonna say let's do a. I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite Weird Al parodies. Why not? So, anyways, I will start that up here right now. Okay, so number 10 will have to be Fat, which is a parody of Michael Jackson's Bad, and it came off of Al's album titled Even Worse. I said I've always loved this song. I remember watching the video when it came out and just laughing. But anyways, that's number 10. So if you can imagine, if that's number 10, oh boy, what's going to be on the top? So anyways, continuing on, number 9, I would say would have to be the Bedrock Anthem, and that was actually a parody of the Red Hot Chili Peppers songs Under the Bridge and Give It Away, and that came from Al's album entitled Alapalooza. And I'm thinking of saying that right, but if not, I do apologize. Number 8 came from Al's album Alpocalypse, and it's titled TMZ, which is a parody of the song You Belong to Me, which I can't remember who sang that one. Actually, let me take a look real quick. Oh, it was a Taylor Swift song. My bad. Sorry, I don't follow Taylor Swift, so I'm an old-fashioned kind of a music listener. So Taylor Swift's kind of modern in my eyes, which I know she's been out for quite a few years. Alright, so number 7 would be Ode to a Superhero, which is the parody of Piano Man by Billy Joel. And this was off of the Poodle Hat album. I said I do like his parody because, it's basically about Spider-Man, and, and I also like a lot of Billy Joel stuff, so I think this was one parody I do enjoy. Number 6 will have to be from Weird Al's very first album, which is Another One Rides the Bus, which is obviously a parody of Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. And this one is one of Weird Al's very earliest parodies that he's ever did, and still one of my favorites, and I can listen to that song all the time. And anyways, number 5, also from Weird Al's very first album, which is the parody of My Sharona, which is titled My Bologna. And again, this is another one that I've always loved listening to. As a matter of fact, this is probably one of the first ones I've ever heard Weird Al do, which I remember listening to his cassette tape, which I actually still have a copy of. And I remember listening to that a lot from growing up. So, all right, number 4, I would say, is from Weird Al's last album, Mandatory Fun, which is the song Word Crimes, which is a parody of Bird Lines by Robin Thicke. And I really like this because, my gosh, it is so annoying when people use wrong phrases or even write the wrong words. Yeah, so I won't get too far into that. Maybe that'll be a topic of another episode. Anyways, number 3, as we're getting the plot thickened here, Like I said, these are my personal opinion. Everybody else has their list of favorites, but these top three are probably right now his top, in my opinion, probably his top three best ones that everybody loves. So starting with number three, we're going to start with coming from his album Running with Scissors, which is the very first track on it, which is The Saga Begins, which is the parody of American Pie by Don McLean. So this has actually become a favorite of mine, as well as many, many others. If you haven't heard it, you gotta YouTube it, because it is very good. Basically, this was one of the songs that actually got me back into listening to Weird Al after I'd been on a long hiatus from him back when I was in high school. So, anyways, that is at number three. Number two, we'll probably have to go to Amish Paradise, which obviously is the parody of Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio, and this was off of his Bad Hair Day album. And I mean, how many of us have always enjoyed listening to this when we heard it? I mean, a lot of people don't like it, but I enjoy it. It was funny. It was actually probably one of the songs that actually got Weird Al back into the popularity. I mean, it became a pretty big hit when it came out. And there was also like a whole lot of controversy behind it too. So you ought to really Google that and read up on that. It's a pretty interesting story. But some of you are probably now wondering, what is number one? If you watched the last few episodes, you could probably understand why this would be a favorite of mine. And it's also a favorite of my brother-in-law's, I believe. And obviously it goes from his album Straight Outta Linwood, which is the parody from Chameleonaire song Ridin', which is White and Nerdy. Which, as you can tell, I am pretty white and nerdy, if you haven't figured that out by now. So, like I said, I know this list isn't really as good as as one from last week, but it's a start. I mean, and hopefully in the next few episodes, I'm going to try to have more than just one topic where I'm just going to have different segments. For example, I will have like a list, and I'll have random things that happen, things I could things that happened to me in the past that just really anger me to no end. Basically, a lot of interesting topics like music, stuff like that, movies. I'm gonna plan on trying to do a best of and worst of movies from from a lot of movies franchises. Like, for example, like the best Back to the Future, the worst Back to the Future, the best Jaws, and the worst, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what my hope is to show. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and probably end this on that note. But anyways, if anybody out there is a fan of like the paranormal, like ghosts or UFOs, Bigfoot, stuff like that, basically anything that the paranormal. I would like you could follow my brother-in-law's podcast, Circle Paranormal. That is actually my brother-in-law's podcast that he does, and it's very, very good. Like I said, put a link down in the description to listen to it on Spotify, and also have a link to his website and his Facebook page so you can follow and check up on that. So, okay, and on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on here. I hope you all have a good week, and hopefully the next episode will be much more entertaining and much more planned out. Like I said, all of you, if you would, just try to hit subscribe and hit the notification for new episodes. And also, if you would like to hit the like button, you can. If not, no hard feelings. All right, well, I'll hope to see you all next time. All right, adios.